Hey, what's up, everybody out there? This is my review, I guess you could say, for Eminem's album Relapse. Sorry if you can't really understand me. I've been kind of sick lately, but I really want to review this album. It's one of my favorites out of his collection. I'd like to start off by saying it's a lot better than Encore, which I don't want to diss on Encore because it had some of my favorite songs by Eminem on there, but everybody knows it also had some of his worst, like you just Big Weenie, Rain Man, just countless bad songs. This one didn't really have that problem. You can listen to almost every track. I guess we're gonna go through I'm gonna go through a little track by track review here, and just probably give like a star rating out of 5. Starting with Dr. West, which is a returned Eminem doing what he does best with skits. At the beginning, for Eminem show and Encore. Curtains Up. It worked for Eminem show. Encore, I don't know, I didn't like it. This one, it's kind of back to like the public service announcement, not quite, but starts the album off in a good way. 3 AM, everybody's probably heard that by now. It's a pretty good song. That annoying accent, I don't really like it, but it really works in this song. Makes it sound good. Back to his, Slim Shady persona. Killing people and stuff. I like that a lot. I'd probably give that song, if I had to rate it, like 4 out of 5 stars, probably. My Mom is the next song. When I first heard this song, I didn't listen to the whole song. I just listened to probably the beginning. And I was like, oh god, this might be another Encore album, with some bad songs on it. But after buying the album and listening to this song, I was actually pretty surprised by how good it was. The chorus is a little annoying, but the lyrics are just amazing, and it's a really catchy song. Just rips on his mom again, but it's not as good, I'd say, as Cleaning Up My Closet, but it's a pretty good song. I'd probably give it 5 out of 5. Next song is Insane, which is Eminem he said it's just him going crazy, pretty much insane. He said he was never really sexually assaulted by, his stepfather or whatever, so this really works here. He tried doing this on Encore with a song called Rain Man, and I thought that was dumb because it didn't make sense. This one, it's just he goes off and it's crazy, and I really like it. I'd give it probably another one of those 5 out of 5. The next is probably the song I like least on the album. It was Bagpipes from Baghdad. I didn't really like the beat. That was one of the problems with the album. Is I think Eminem maybe should have worked with some other producers other than just Dre. I always like when he works with the Bass Brothers or whoever they're called. That's usually pretty good, but still, this beat is just the or whatever. I can't even do it. Just didn't sound that good. It's okay lyrics and all. I don't know why he still goes after Mariah Carey. I mean, whatever though. It's okay. I'd probably give that 2-3 stars out of 5. But thankfully, unlike on Encore, where when he had like 5-6 bad songs in a row. The next song, Hello, was great. I love this song. It's like reintroducing himself, really. Like, hi, I'm back. I'm sorry I'm left. Just great song. Slim Shady back. Doesn't really use the accent a little bit, I guess you could say, but it's still good. Tanya skit was just another skit. Picking up a chick he's gonna kill. Which led to the same song and Dance, which was all about, killing people. It makes fun of a lot of celebrities in a better way, I think, than We Made You. This is like a crazy way, Britney Spears, I heard, is pretty upset about this already, which is funny because who cares about her anyways, right? But yeah, I'd give that song 5 out of 5. Definitely one of my favorite songs on the album. The next is We Made You, which is just a typical start-off song. I didn't like how he used the accent so much for the lead single on the album, but I'd say it was just as good as anything. I'd say just as good as Just Lose It, and My Name Is not quite as good as We Made You, or not quite as good as The Real Slim Shady or Without Me, but still pretty good songs. Medicine Ball, I'd give probably 4 out of 5 for We Made You. Medicine Ball was the next song on the album. Pretty good song, actually a really good song. I'd give this 5 out of 5 too. This is another one. I didn't listen to the whole album before it came out. I just went on his website and listened to like the short previews, Next one, another song I didn't think was gonna be that good, which I was really surprised in. And then he makes fun of Christopher Reeves again, which is crazy. It's okay though. I didn't like how he was doing it with the or the like the thing the smokers use. I forget what it's called. in Encore, you know, when he made fun of him. This one he makes fun of him and it just sounds a lot better and it rhymes better. That's one thing about this album compared to probably the Eminem Show and Encore, is it rhymes a lot better. I'd give Medicine Ball 5. Paul skit. Not every album has a Paul skit where he calls him asking him what he's thinking. This was no different. He's saying he can't get him out of this. And then it comes Stay Wide Awake, which was another one pretty much about him killing people. I don't really know what to say about that. I'd give that was a good song. It was just a good song. 5 out of 5. Next song, Old Time's Sake. Love this song. Just the beat. This is Dr. Dre, I think, at his best right here. 5 stars, definitely. I'd say this is just as good as anything they've ever done before, besides Forgot About Dre. That was the one song I think is better than this, but this is a great song. Just to start off by Dr. Dre, and I love it. Probably 4 or 5 stars, definitely. Next is Must Be the Ganja. And this is a song I also like. And believe it or not, this is probably the one song on the album where my favorite part is the chorus. Because on most of the songs, I just like the rapping. The chorus is so catchy, it's hard to deny. Definitely 5 stars. And maybe 4 stars, but it's a good. Mr. Mathers is the next skit. And this is, I think, where the album goes from really good to classic. Because after this, from about 15 to 20, every song is great. And I think probably Grammy worthy. Mr. Mathers was just like he's dying on the floor, they're trying to save him, which led into Deja Vu, which is a song all about him and his drug problem and his daughters, like seeing him with all these problems and his weight gain. It just touched on just about everything, and it's just a great song. One of the best songs of his career. Definitely 5. The next is Beautiful, number 17, which is probably the best song he's recorded since Lose Yourself. You know, well, like Toy Soldiers on Encore was good, but this is better because I love this song. The way he goes with the rock kind of chorus, it reminds me a lot of Sing for the Moment, which is another one of his great songs. This is just another kind of builds off of Deja Vu, you know, and I love this song. Next is Crack a Bottle. I'm not going to really touch on this too much. Everybody's heard this song. It's a pretty good collaboration between the three. I did Monster of Dre, 50 and M. It's not quite as good, I think, as Curtains Down, Encore on the Encore album, but still pretty solid, you know. Yeah, I like it. Next is Steve Berman's skit, which is probably the best skit of his career with, because if you listen to the Eminem Show and he shot Steve Berman, who was like his enemy, Steve didn't come back in Encore, which is one of the things missing, I think. He's back now. He's like wearing a bulletproof vest. They get in kind of a fight. It's hilarious, which leads, he's like, in Eminem reveals the thing about the 2 albums, which leads to Underground, which is, wow, I love this song. It's one of, I like on like the first 2 albums, Eminem's last track on the album was great, like, and then on the Eminem Show, I didn't really like My Dad's Gone Crazy at the end. Then Encore, I thought, was pretty good, but it wasn't like hardcore like this, you know. This is just crazy. This reminds me of I Still Don't Give a Fuck and Criminal. This is just great. 5 stars. And then at the end, he throws in Ken Kniff at the end there, who we haven't seen from for a while. I think he made a little appearance at the end of the Eminem Show, but it's good to see him back and all. Overall, I'd probably give the album 4.5, maybe 5 stars. I think it's, if I had to compare it to last year's Hot albums, say it's probably a little better than, I don't know, maybe the same as the Carter 3. It's different subject matter, you know. I'd say it's probably better than Carter 3. And also a little better than T.I.'s Paper Trail. It's just like, I don't know, some people might disagree, but that's my opinion, because I'm more into this type of like hardcore stuff. They're more, you know, they're pretty good. I love, those are 2 good albums. As far as his collection, I'd say it's probably the 2nd or 3rd best album. I think it was better than the Eminem Show. A lot better than Encore. Like I said before, Encore was good, but it had some really bad songs on there. Say it's about the same as the Slim Shady, and it's close to the Marshall Mathers, but I think there's a, believe it or not, I think this, like, track-wise, every track is listenable, where there was 2 songs I didn't really like on the Marshall Mathers LP, Remember Me, and there was one other song I didn't really like. This one, every song is listenable, but the problem is there's not quite as many classics like there was on the Marshall Mathers. Like Stan was just, that's gonna live. This one has probably 3 solid classics: an Underground, Deja Vu, beautiful. Those are three that I think will live on forever and probably win a Grammy. But yeah, thanks for listening, I guess, and just comment and stuff.